We wanted the lighting's optics to light the ramp's area and to create also a certain degree of dispersion of light towards the interior, so that the volume can also be perceived from the inside. Just like the water, light too creates mutability, thanks to the diffuse lighting of the day and the variability of the night. The itinerary connecting the Spanish pavilion to the Aragon pavilion, the two national pavilions that stand out most for the creativity and quality of the design, is softly accompanied with a series of cyprox fixtures, creating innovative signs of light designed and manufactured specifically for this project. The poles too are light sources, thanks to the polycarbonate openings that shed light on the entire pedestrian area. The Aragon Pavilion, a huge technological structure standing on piles, floats in space thanks to the unique design. The light-up walk fixtures give levity to the building and are translated into the language of architecture. The expo complex was designed to be crossed, experienced and watched. The overall project had to take into account the visual perspectives and movement. The entire area can be measured not only in spatial units, but also chronologically. Within the framework of the design strategy, it was absolutely essential to create an artificial lighting plan that could facilitate movement and at the same time serve the paving and floors. The pixels installed in the ceiling meet these requirements, while creating the ethereal feeling of a star-studded sky. It's a park with a metropolitan vocation, thanks to its peripheral location. It's part of the strategy of the metropolitan parks conceived in Zaragoza, positioned to the north, south, east and west of the city. At the same time, it's also very close, as it's surrounded by a great demographic pressure. The Metropolitan Park marks a break between the city and the surrounding natural environment. It defines its integration by developing a series of new urban uses compatible with environmental protection. The architectural plan marks a transition between an artificial space constituted by the city and its movement towards a natural space, or rather a more natural space constituted by the river. The water park too lives by night. The lighting concept is closely linked to the overall approach of the architectural plan, creating a transition from the artificial to the natural. The most intensely lit spaces are those closest to the city. As you approach the waterways, the feeling of light, the luminance, is more delicate. Specific lighting strategies have been adopted for the trees, for some spaces, along with very diverse itineraries. The lighting is provided by a series of spotlights installed at a low height to create half-light. We actually tried, so to speak, to mark off areas with good levels of lighting alongside other areas with very low or no lighting at all. Some parts of the park are dark to protect the local fauna and enhance the half-light. Visual comfort and sensations depend on the space's lighting composition. It was important to work on the half-light and to have spaces where you can walk and spaces that you can observe from where you're walking. The lighting system is based on the Lyra fixtures, designed specifically for this project thanks to a partnership between iGuzzini, the architect and the designers. The fixture consists in a pole with different positions at the top for the mounting of the lamp, thus distributing the light over several vertical planes. Thanks to the expo, Zaragoza has changed its role and is poised to become Spain's third most important city. It has succeeded in doing so not only with huge investments, but also by planning a sustainable model of urban development that demonstrates that it's learnt the lesson of fluidity from water. Zaragoza is now an integrated city, which under the sign of water blends together the historical and territorial heritage, traditional materials and innovative technologies. Zaragoza is now living under a new light.